specifically American targets. And the question is going to be, what will happen within a battle for succession within the Al-Qaeda movement? And the reason I say that's important is because the former CIA director Michael Hayden told me that he thought that could be critical to the organization because it's never had to face a battle for leadership or succession in the past. And he felt that that battle could be very destructive or corrosive, almost like a cancer within the network in terms of its ability to continue to hold together. But again, what I would emphasize this evening is that we had a series of calls on Capitol Hill to inform people about the death of bin Laden. Number two, this information that people had to at least anticipate or be prepared for evidence of some sort of retaliatory or follow-on attack. That's always sort of been in the minds of counterterrorism officials here in the United States. And I think, thirdly, what does this mean for the Al-Qaeda network now that bin Laden is gone? What will a battle for succession mean within the network, and will the network be able to survive that? As you know, what we've seen with the affiliates like Al-Qaeda in Iraq, with Abu Musab al-Zarqawi, when he was killed in Iraq back in 2006, there was sort of a spike in activity and attacks, but then the network never really fully recovered because they weren't able to replace that charismatic figure. And that may well be the case with the Al-Qaeda network that we see today, Brett.
Catherine, thank you very much. Well, many people are looking at a video just outside the White House as crowds are gathering now to celebrate the death of Osama bin Laden, which is obviously a major historic point in the war on terrorism. The president mentioning that, using those very words, saying tireless and heroic work by the U.S. military and the intelligence community have resulted in this. Greta Van Susteren here, some thoughts.
Well, first of all, I think we have to give a lot of credit to President Obama, because imagine if he'd gotten this one wrong. This would have been an attack inside Pakistan. So, you know, our hats goes off to the level, and also our military for the level of intelligence. I mean, they got this one right. Getting it wrong would have been almost catastrophic. Secondly, what's up with Pakistan? If it's as Jennifer says, that it's in this military headquarters town, and we're working with the Pakistani military, you know that they had to have known this beforehand, and they just weren't telling us.
Yeah. General, that's the sensitivity as we, do you want to listen into the scene outside the White House? Okay. Couch all of this because, as Catherine mentioned, I mentioned it earlier, you know, obviously there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of people that are very happy that this day came, and it's spilling out into right in front of the White House. But these images, of course, have effects around the world as well, and it is possible that we could see more attacks as a result of a martyrdom situation. Not that it's at all negative that you would have this major victory in the war on terror, but it's also, you have to keep that in mind.
Oh, I think we're going to get a surge. We know they announced today was the first day of the surge of the summer fighting season in Afghanistan. The Taliban did, and so I think it's appropriate that we got them. Of course, we got them a week ago, but the fact is we should expect that. Our troops will be aware of this. That's why I think they're recalling a lot of people, and around the world we're going to be much more alert because we do know that they're going to make some attempts. But that has certain advantages to us, because if we've been watching these cells and doing certain things, it can expose them, and as long as we're vigilant, and I take your point very well, we better be very vigilant because they will try to do this.